So what you doing, Mama Sita?
Getting ready to harvest some vegetables.
Let's do it. I want to show you these squash plants. Look at these things. They're huge and they're beautiful. The reason I want to show you, the reason why we'd love to talk about them, thank you, Rooster, is because we got none to grow this spring and summer. None of them would grow.
This is our third attempt.
Yeah. So check them out. They're huge. Look at that. And they've grown so well. Ooh, I can see that.
But this is after our amendment of digging everything out.
Yeah, after we changed all the soil and what we dug out and what we amended and what we changed. And so hopefully that has saved this garden from having to be completely redone.
I'm trying not to damage the plants because I still have several squash on there. I've got some. Let me show you something. This is a learning opportunity, maybe for some folks. So sometimes you'll have squash start and then it does this.
Okay.
And that means that it wasn't pollinated. So it won't finish growing. It won't finish making a fruit.
So throw it to the pigs or chickens?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull those off so that it can concentrate.
That looks like it's growing, isn't it?
No, it's got a mushy end.
Oh.
So it can concentrate on growing the ones that are healthy. All right, so I see a melon in here. It's going out where I need to be.
Oh, well, I was looking at that. I saw something. Thought I saw something.
They're not very big, but hey, we got something. There's 2 more small ones over here.
So what are those and how do you know when they're ripe?
They turn this yellow color and they're kind of soft.
But they're supposed to get a lot bigger than that though.
They are. They're supposed to get about those little miniature football size, about that size. But it's cooling off, so the fruits that like heat aren't going to get as big.
Yeah.
So, but if you look right here, there's one right here. And then there's another one over there.
So maybe if we have another heat wave, they might pop out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Were there any cucumbers in this one?
Zucchini? No.
You know what I mean. Zucchini, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that.
Oh.
Is there?
Yeah.
I thought I saw something dark green. Yeah, that's a pretty good size one too.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was down there. There's one more, but I'm gonna let it get just a little bit bigger.
Nothing on the other side of that big giant pile of leaves, or the other side of it. Not anything towards you a little bit.
There's a one that didn't pollinate. Oh, I threw it in the water. All right, let's see what's on this plant.
Some small ones growing
here. So I got
here.
some small ones, but I'm gonna let them get it just a little bit bigger.
Okay.
There's three on this one. I'm gonna let them get a little bit bigger. And there's.
So we're gonna get zucchini bread out of this?
Yes.
Do you want us comment if you ever, when we say something out loud like zucchini bread, if you want us to throw a recipe down there, we will be happy to do that, and we'll do a little video on it too.
There's
so comment.
There's a melon here of a different variety.
Oh yeah, look at that. So there's some stuff in there.
And then this is the yellow squash, and it's growing. They're little. It's covered in them.
Bunch coming up.
So I don't know. Here's another example of not getting pollinated well enough. I'm gonna pull it off. There's 2 of them.
I think the temperature change might have something to do with that too.
So
just not have pollinators out here.
The temperature change and how thick the foliage is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that just means they didn't. Nothing got in there to pollinate, and I meant to come back and do self-pollinating, and life kind of got in the way, and I forgot.
So these, if we get these pollinated, they should be popping out then, right?
Yeah.
If we get them pollinated.
So
There's some yellow ones growing right here.
There are little ones on there.
They're growing.
And there's little ones on this one.
Yep. See one down there. We're excited because, like I said, this is our third attempt this year trying to get some squash to grow.
It's got an armadillo.
Possibly because of the dirt. Oh no.
That's what all. This is an armadillo.
Great, fantastic. We have an armadillo back here. Sure, that's not going to help either.
No.
At least it's not a skunk.
There's some little ones in there.
We just went ahead and let these little watermelons grow, the ones that are in these little melons and watermelons and stuff, just because they were still alive after the summer, so we let them go. Why don't you walk me back here and show me what's back here?
So a bunch of weeds, because I need to get out here and weed, but this is broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides broccoli.
Okay.
And then my tomato plants are spent. I need to pull them out and get some.
Not much left of those.
Got some chard and stuff I need to plant this evening. And this is a Cherokee pumpkin, Cherokee tan
pumpkin, yeah. Look at them.
He's everywhere.
There, you can see them growing all through there. I'm excited about those. The one we grew in the summer,
now,
same problem with the dirt. It didn't grow, so.
That plant up there in front of that broccoli is a volunteer tomato.
Okay. Well, why not?
And then these are Brussels sprouts, one on either end. I've got a cabbage moth or something.
In the middle?
I did have pole beans, but they never came up. So I'm gonna try something else. I think maybe my seeds might not be good. Oh, this is something that's growing something.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh no, I thought that was a. So these are.
Forgot what they were?
I forgot what they were. They're either loofah or cucumbers, but I don't remember.
It looks like cucumber. It doesn't look like you could. Well, I don't know. And here's the cattle panels we've been working with, but we're gonna move those. What are these back in here?
Same thing as whatever's in there.
Okay.
And then up here I had cabbage.
So there's cabbages?
Cabbages and my spent tomato plants. Yeah, I've got a cabbage moth or something, cabbage worm, something.
Some caterpillars. I know, caterpillars. I just said it on purpose.
And then
more Cherokee tan. And they're growing like crazy.
They're voracious.
And they're yummy too if you haven't ever had one. So we're kind of hoping we get something out of these. You know, planted a little late, right?
Yeah.
So
that way it was the soil issue, so we.
It's the same thing. Soil, all the soil issues all over our yard and the different places we used it.
This year was a big learning experience for us.
Yeah, it needs to be like the first few years we gardened when everything just grew and didn't no matter what we did.
Yeah.
Right,
so this is kohlrabi up here, and it's growing really well. And a bunch of weeds. Yes, the light green tall ones are kohlrabi.
Cool.
And I'll probably plant another couple of rows of those.
What's back here?
Brussels sprouts.
So we've been chewing on those too.
And then this monstrosity is my Tabasco pepper. And we have peppers everywhere. Look
at that.
This is the second. This is the only pepper plant that I planted in the spring.
That didn't affect it.
It didn't affect it. It just grew. And so this will be the second batch of peppers off of this plant.
So what are those? The big ones?
These?
Yeah.
They're Tabasco peppers.
So all three of them are Tabasco
Yeah, these
peppers.
are all Tabasco peppers.
Okay.
It's actually only 2 plants. It's just massive.
Oh, okay. It's a big old shrubbery.
So, speaking of Tabasco,
Yes, speak of Tabasco. I like Tabasco.
I planted over here a couple of different varieties of peppers based on I bought at a nursery. I don't remember which one, but it was supposed to be what are called Peter peppers and jalapenos.
That's not what that looks like.
Those are Tabascos.
The Tabascos?
Yes, and these are shishitos.
Let's see. Oh, I really like shishitos. Those are so good.
And we got a bunch of them. So I came out here earlier to feed, and one of the branches had broken off, and so I pulled these off that broken branch.
Maybe you can cook those tonight.
So.
And of course, the Malabar spinach is still voraciously
going.
going strong, blooming and everything, going everywhere. That is a really neat plant. I'd never heard of it before, and it grows like crazy.
And so these are Tabascos, and you see some of them are starting to turn red.
No, aren't they supposed to be bigger than this?
No. Nope, they're not. Well, maybe about like this.
Yeah.
But they really don't get very big.
Okay.
So, and then over here, I've got more peppers growing here. There's more shishitos back here. Can you see them? I'm gonna let them get just a little bit bigger. I just picked those because that branch broke off. I would have let them get a little bit bigger. But it was loaded, so I guess it was too heavy.
A bunch of little blooms right here.
These are all supposed to be habanero of some sort, either red or orange habaneros. I have a lot of blooms.
I just hope we have enough time for them to put out before it gets cold.
Yeah, but they have, since we redid the beds,
Yeah.
they took off. So
And what is this?
this is my lone artichoke that survived.
Oh, it's fantastic. We're gonna need to move it, or
No, well, what we'll do is we will get some hay and put up around it for the winter time.
okay.
And it should do fine as long as we don't get like a week's worth of ice or anything. If we do that, then we'll need to like
We may cover
tin it
them
or
before
something.
that comes anyway.
Yeah, we're aware of the weather.
What you got here?
So I have eggplant.
Look at that, yummy.
There's one here,
Cool.
and then I've got one starting right here. I'm having an issue with aphids.
Go get the spray out. Yeah.
So, I've had it out. I've been spraying neem oil. So, but they say if you
Run
have,
me over.
sorry, I was trying to step down. If you have ants, you have aphids.
Good gracious, we got
So-
ants. We have ants everywhere this year.
Yep. So this is my jalapeno bed, and they are everywhere. Can you see them?
Yay! Look at that. Look at those jalapenos.
So I'm gonna let them stay on till they're red. I like the red ones. We made that cowboy candy out of the red ones, and everybody loved it.
Yes, it was very good.
So
One of my favorites. And I'm not normally a jalapeno eater either.
they just had a sweeter flavor to them, I guess.
Here,
So here's another.
here's the bed that I commented on in another little video patch. I don't know if it's going to be included in this, but this is our asparagus bed. And if you notice, that's not just asparagus. That is what?
Watermelons. Can you see it?
There we go. Find that right there. And I think there's a couple on the other side too.
Well, I picked the 2 black diamonds that were over there. That's what we tried the other day. Because they had fallen off their
But
little vine.
like I said in the other little clip I'd done, the watermelons are all volunteers from what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
No, they didn't grow here last year.
No, we didn't grow them last
But this year they started springing up, so we just kind of let them go because we thought there might be a watermelon, maybe some cantaloupe or whatever. And we had planted this full of asparagus, as you can see. And it's crazy. They kind of like each other. We know you're supposed to do like strawberries and asparagus together, but because we were going to take some of our strawberries when we started kind of propagating those and put some of them in here. But the watermelon and the asparagus have liked each other so much, we just decided to let them go this year and just see what happens. We may move the strawberries into spring or something. Still leave strawberries up there, but we're going to plant some more down here. So they look really good.
These are my bell peppers.
Oh, here I
and
come.
I've got
I gotta get around the asparagus first. Asparagus
Is it attacking you?
is keeping me from going where I need to go. Alright. Alright, show me your green bell peppers. Got some coming up.
There's
Look
one
at
here.
those.
There's one right here. There's a big one right here. That's the
Nice.
biggest one. And right here. So I'm gonna let them go. And there's another one down here. And then there's two on this plant.
Cool.
So I'm gonna let them go. I'm trying to watch them real close because with the weather.
Yeah, because it's
I don't wanna
fall
lose
and these are, we probably amended too late because we waited so long to amend and,
Well, we
get
just
our,
didn't know
just
what
didn't
the
know what to
problem
do.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
There's another one, another bell pepper here.
it's good. Anyway, it took so long that we're just hoping we get something out of them before it gets too cold.
Oh, and there's a couple melons in here.
And if we get the greenhouse built before it gets too cold, we are going to dig up a lot of these peppers and move them inside.
Yes.
Because you're supposed to be able to do that. So
we've got 3 melons in here.
melon. There. Where's the
There's
other
2
one?
right there.
2 right there. I can't see that one.
There's one right there.
Oh, there's a little one right there.
And then there's a little one right there.
Couldn't see the little one.
I've got pepper plants over here and I'm trying not to step on anything.
I'm trying not to too.
I'll get over here. Oh, my borage is coming back.
Oh, good deal.
Oh, it's got a couple little peppers on it. They're not ready yet, but I don't know if you can.
We just got them just a little bit earlier.
Well, and part of it was so hot. We were in a drought. There was no rain, and it was just hard to keep up with the
Just
water.
got over here.
This is turnips. It's supposed to be turnips and beets, but none of my beets have come up. So
Just the turnips
just the turnips
and grass.
and some grass. Oh well, there's a few beets.
Right here. Oh yeah,
Yeah, right there.
good deal. And of course the strawberries are still doing really good. So go back and watch that video on us making these strawberry beds. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. They've done quite well. We keep the squirrels out of them. And this is
my second attempt this year of carrots, and I've got one growing so far.
and some grass.
And some grass and some celery. This is celery down here on the end. There's my one carrot.
I see it.
Oh,
Need to bring your friends with you.
well, maybe here's a few more.
Okay. And over here,
This is what's left in my herb bed this year. The squirrels have.
squirrels have literally dug our herb bed up. Look at that. They even pulled the liner out of my bed. Dug up my marjoram, dug up my, what is this? I forgot this was.
Tarragon.
Tarragon. They dug up my tarragon.
Marjoram on top and the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good job, Chris. I'm going to build it. We're going to have a video on building a certain kind of cage to try to cover these things up. I guess, but everything on the bottom, they're still doing good. The squirrel likes to get out of the tree and walk across this fence top to get where he wants to go.
And our peas are doing wonderful. They love this time of year.
Oh yeah, they've thoroughly enjoyed it. What kind of peas do you have? Tell me.
These are purple sugar snap peas.
Cool.
These are just green sugar snap peas. More sugar snaps, and then these 2 on the end are snow peas.
Okay, now we passed this bed right here. What do we got right here?
More peppers that I need to pick. These are banana peppers.
Cool.
And they're heavy enough they're pulling my plants down. And then I have this little tiny stuff is called corn salad, and it likes the cool weather.
Okay.
And then weeds, and then this is just different varieties of lettuce.
Cool.
I attempted to plant some Brussels sprouts, but they didn't come up.
Okay, right here. To explain this.
So this mess is our caterpillar nursery.
And we did this intentionally.
Yes.
You're saying caterpillar nursery, you're crazy. Well, it was specific to a specific type of butterfly that we were trying to encourage.
Yes. So we have.
It's at the beginning of one of our videos. I don't remember which one it is, but I'll try to link it to here or put it in the description if I remember to do so.
So butterflies like fennel,
Mm-hmm.
and I like fennel to eat, and this will regrow.
Yeah, and we decided we're going to plant it all over the yard too to try to encourage them, just because they'll stick kind of to this. They won't go.
Yeah,
to
they didn't.
else.
They haven't messed with anything.
Well, actually, they did mess with the parsley, but that was the only other thing.
They ate my one thing of dill I had.
Oh, yeah.
So they like dill and fennel. They like that fern type stuff.
Might have to do something if they like the dill.
So, well, I just won't plant the dill next to the fennel.
Okay.
So I planted it concentrated so they would come here.
Yeah.
And you can see there's still a lot.
And it's growing back.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of caterpillars too.
Oh, there really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
There's one here, there's here, and down there, and right there, right in front of me. That plant's got some good juicy ones.
Oh, right there. It's right in front of me. Yeah.
Right there, right underneath you.
I'm looking at the one right in front of me. This one's got 2 on it.
So it'll regrow.
But these are black swallowtails.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know or not, but there's been a big thing about butterflies kind of disappearing. So we wanted to kind of help those out a little bit. And honestly, I've not seen a lot of butterflies in the last few years. So this was kind of neat when it started attracting the swallowtails, and we were like, oh, that's just too cool. So we decided to do it. Over here we got our.
This is what's left of my herb bed. Well, the caterpillar got what was left of the parsley. It doesn't like the heat, and it got too hot here. But this is Greek oregano and Italian oregano and my thyme. And then I forget what was right here. Lemon balm. It doesn't like the heat either, but it comes back year after year. And then I had cilantro in here, and it doesn't like the heat, so it's gone for the year.
Still got a basil right here. Yeah.
It's the last basil plant I have. So my lavender is good. My purslane did not do well. I don't know what happened, because it's supposed to be a heat loving, so I don't know if something ate it, or I don't know.
I don't like this bed.
My stevia is gone to seed.
Kind of fell over and gone to seed. Lift it up so they can see it. So separate it from another plant. Yeah. If you've never had stevia, it is exactly what you think, and you can actually take a leaf off of it and chew it, and it's just tasting like sugar. It's really cool. Got a couple of daisies underneath there.
My daisies, and then this is pineapple sage, and I didn't know that it bloomed.
And it has absolutely beautiful blooms. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? There they are, very pretty.
Of course, my morning glories are just about spent.
And they've been going crazy.
They've been going crazy.
This is the plant that's going crazy right here.
That's my lemongrass.
It is huge.
I need to show you something.
What is this right here?
That's a bay tree.
There's a little bay tree. I got 2 of those. One over here, one over there.
I have something to show you over here.
I'm coming. It is a construction zone.
Okay, so remember our caterpillars?
Uh-huh.
They're real gentle. It's turning into a cocoon.
Looky there. That's awesome. That is pretty cool. I have to remember not to move the table. Just that one?
Yep, that's the only
You
one.
seen anywhere else? Cool deal. When did you notice that?
I came out here earlier and picked something up, and it caught my eye when I bent over to pick it up.
Sorry, scratching my arm. Alrighty, well, there's a quick tour of the garden. Y'all, this has been almost 3 years in the making. No, it's not huge, it's not gorgeous yet, but you know, we're fixing it. And you can hear the band practicing at the football field. But we're fixing it. We're getting it better. We're getting it all set up. All the animals are getting, they're healthy. They're doing well. We're getting everything set up for the chicken coops. So please like and subscribe. Tell Timmy you love him, or
That's
Nigel, or whatever his name is. I never can remember his name because they look alike. They're almost identical. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and come back and see us on our next video. Thanks for watching. Tell them thanks for watching. Can you tell them thanks for watching? There you go. Good job. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and we wanted to show you that after all of the problems we seemed to have earlier this year in the spring and the summer, not just with the heat, but with the bad soil that we had, well, we might get a harvest after all of some things. So we're pretty excited about that. So share us with your friends on social media, like and subscribe, and we will see y'all on the next video. Thank you so very much for watching Everyday Wonder Homestead.